Hello everyone, I'd like to thank everyone for following my Facebook account and my online activity, and I also would like to thank Maria for sharing one of my videos, one of my posts in one of the groups, musicians, and under that post it triggered a lot of engagement, it attracted a lot of attention, and I would like to thank everyone who commented, who shared their opinion, the positive people and the negative people. You made this post interesting, and you made people curious, made people listen to it. Of course, I'm also aware of the negative comments and some toxicity, but of course I cannot engage because I'm busy and I'm working every day. In case of Maria, she had to reply to some people and also set boundaries because some people tried just simply shamelessly to defame or to invent lies and to spread misinformation. Of course, when somebody's a failure in his life, if he really wants to learn, he learns. But when the pride and the ego is much bigger than, it's beyond saving, instead of learning from what has been said, he would try to personally attack me. But I'm not here to engage with you personally. There's a video. If you have any argument that refutes what I said, please state it. But just because you don't like what has been said, or you don't like who's saying it, to call me an AFD, me? Look at me. I am an AFD, like seriously, this is not intelligent even. Or like when the AFD doesn't work, suddenly they call it a cult. I'm a cult. I've been in this business for 20 years. I have a fan base for 20. You see my fan base and you call it a cult? Seriously? Go make some research. Or like after that, it was also the base of the cult, fake accounts. You call my fan base fake accounts? Seriously? Like, go make some research. In general, guys, someone like me is standing in the light. I'm talking to you with my face and my voice and an improvised video where you can see my flaws, okay, where you can see my truth. I'm not hiding behind the keyboard, intellectualizing about life, preaching performance, preaching when you're hiding. Zombies hide in the shadows. They don't show who they are. I'm here standing in the light with my face and my voice. There's nothing that you can contribute that can shake my credibility in the eyes of the intelligent, because they see who's in the light and who's in the dark. Anyway, but of course, as I said, I will not go and focus on those negative comments because they are personal. I'm not here for the personal interaction. I'm here to show an idea. And what made me also happy that I saw that there are some comments that are addressing the theme of the video, that would like to know more about it, that ask questions, that try to invalidate it because they have their own perspective, and that's okay and that's fine. It's a free country. It's a free world. On the contrary, we thrive upon debate, not personal attacks. There's nothing, I didn't attack you personally. You don't know me. How can you analyze that this is narcissist? You don't know who I am. Seriously, you never was sitting with me in the same room. You just assume, and you just spread assumption based on what? You think you're born genius? You think you're so special that you can know who people are without even sitting with them and talking to them and experiencing them, spreading psychological analysis about someone. You just talk to me about the theme of the video. If there's something wrong that has been said, please invalidate it so I can learn from it. Perhaps I'm wrong. But like this, just having personal attacks doesn't make you look good. After all, we are here to learn and to inspire each other. But, of course, if you cannot make it as an artist, improve yourself. You have a lot to learn. This is the whole idea of the Dunning-Kruger effect, that you don't know. Instead of learning and improving yourself and trying to find out what doesn't work in order to improve it, you look for scapegoats somewhere else. You look for outsiders to blame. Cult, fake accounts, misogyny, AFD. Like seriously, how many attacks, how many personal labels you can find just to shake the credibility of someone who you can never shake his credibility. Is way more credible for 20 years and consistent than you would ever be. No, seriously, guys, you have a lot to learn and you have a lot to work on yourselves. Your hubris and pride is not going to solve the problem here. It's not going to solve your problems. And there's also this right-wing guy that was harassing that singer sexually in public. He's coming to preach and to teach morality and to teach ethics. Why did you see a migrant talking and suddenly you're coming to teach him morality? Why? Because you're right-wing? As a German right-wing, it's okay for you to harass women sexually, but a migrant is not supposed to make business because then you feel jealous and envious, and now it shakes all your brainwash and all your belief system that you are right, and this is, they brainwashed you for so many years to think that you are geniuses, and the people look like this are scammers. Scammers, 20 years in business, 13 from them are in Germany as a freelance, never took money from the government. Not from the job center, not from any governmental institution, paying taxes, financing that job center that you have too much time. You come to call me a scammer? Opportunistic artists who are living from funds paid by the tax money. Wait before you call anybody a scammer. Think twice. You have a lot to work on yourself. If you are not ready to break through with your career, it means that you lack a lot of knowledge. It's not because the world has a problem. You lack a lot of knowledge. Stop looking for scapegoats. Again, but I don't want to be dragged into that place because, as I said, I also noticed that there's a lot of really inspiring comments and good comments, which I would love to integrate in an interview that Maria is going to make with me, where she asks those questions. I ask all the people who are really interested in the topic, because it's really relevant. Please, do not get intimidated by noisy, loud people hiding behind the keyboard. Faceless, cowardly faceless, trying to preach and to teach while nobody saw them personally. Nobody saw their faces, nobody saw their achievements. While they're coming like this, please do not get intimidated by them, at least. You can gladly write in the comments if you have questions, if you have ideas that we can include in our interview. And at the end of the day, what is important here is that the interview is inspiring, that we can learn something from. Okay, and that's it. I thank you all for being here and for listening to me, and looking forward to your questions for the interview. If you are intimidated by those noisy people in the shadows hiding faceless, you can also send a DM or an email. We will talk about it. Thank you everyone for staying with me. I'm Shredy Jabarin. Ciao.